Zimbabwe, a landlocked country in southern Africa known for its dramatic landscape and diverse wildlife. Zimbabwe boasts tourist attractions located in almost every corner of the country. One notable destination along the mighty Zambezi River is home to the Kariba Dam, a double curvature concrete arch dam located in the Zambezi River basin between Zambia and Zimbabwe. The once largest man-made lake in the world was constructed and completed in 1959 and opened by Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. This colossal man-made lake has a rich history and an impressive ecology of many fish species, such as kapenta, vundu, barbel, bream, and of course, the indigenous fighting fish with silver scales, black stripes, a red-tinged tail, and ferociously sharp teeth, known as the tigerfish. Today, Lake Kariba is a holiday paradise that offers world-class safaris and some of the best fishing spots on the African continent. This culminates in an angler's ultimate dream, fishing on the doorstep of the wilderness. It's the perfect place to unwind, taking in the unforgettable scenery. Particularly prized as a freshwater game fish, pound for pound, tigerfish are known by anglers to be one of the most exciting species to catch. The speed, agility, and strength of the tigerfish make it a worthy opponent for any skillful fisherman. For over 59 years, anglers have flocked to the magnificent Lake Kariba to take part in one of the highlights on the angling event circuit, the Kariba Invitational Tigerfish Tournament, one of the foremost angling tournaments in the world. Kitfit now celebrates its 60th anniversary.
Yeah, we are very excited for the 60th year. I think that it's going to be something special. 60 years is a long time for a tournament to run, so I think it's going to be a great year. Hopefully we'll get a lot of teams participating. We get a lot of people from external countries as well as our own country. It's hard work for all of us, especially the full committee. There's a lot of work, and I got to thank them for all the work they put into it and the hours that they spend on it.
This year we celebrate 60 years of tiger fishing in Zimbabwe, here on Lake Kariba out of NAUZ Chirara. For us as organizers, a pretty poor turnout with 69 teams. We anticipated at least 120 to 150 teams, but under the current conditions with COVID, I think we should be pretty happy. The anglers here are always wonderful guys to be with. You spend several days with them, you pick up the banter that's going on, and it's been great. They really are a family. This year I celebrate 19 years of tiger fishing with this tournament, and I take great pride in it as well. It's a lovely tournament, a nice place to be, and it's very, very friendly.
Once the teams had the chance to register, received their COVID results and carried off their goodie bags, the braver anglers settled in for a night of festivities, enjoying live music, a few drinks, a braai, and catching up with old friends before the competition day dawned. The more serious anglers set off before the sun rose over the waters of Kariba to get in a day's practice and to test out some of their hopeful fishing spots. This gave us the chance to catch up with last year's winning team, the Look East Tigers, in the hopes of finding that elusive tigerfish.
As you know, we call it the black striped river dog. And to find this guy, it's sometimes you just can't even believe that you can't find him. So Anyway, the years have rolled, and finally we got into a top 10, I think maybe on our 12th year or something. And it took us a long time to win it. So it's just to give everybody else hope out there, you know. This game, you can do it for 15 years and only lucky to be in the top 10 and definitely to win it once, you know what I mean? You know, getting the opportunity to walk up onto the stage and do that, even if it's once in our lifetimes, you know. The real guy is actually finally winning it last year. It was just what an experience, you know. What an awesome experience just to feel what it feels like to, you know, and I think it's a very prestigious tournament this. You know, it's been going since my grandparents, my father, you know, you think down the line they've all done it, you know, so it's really something that we as Zimbabweans, we treasure this. We really treasure this tournament, and being able to come back and meet every year with our buddies. You know, we all grew up on this lake, really. So there's no difference with any other Zimbabwean who comes here, because they've all been on a houseboat and they all know what it's like, and they all know what they have to do to catch this guy.
As the sun went down, the teams and their captains set in for an early night, ready and prepared for the start of the tournament.
Without further ado, I declare the 60th anniversary tournament 2021 officially open. Thank you. I think my favorite memories is every year the start line. The start line is awesome. And then seeing the biggest fish that comes in, I think that is a brilliant, brilliant thing.
With much anticipation, the day had finally arrived. The angling teams made their way to the start line, all in pursuit to win this legendary tournament.
We're busy tag collecting. We have to do this. We have to hang them up when we get back and make sure all the teams have come in. And if there's tags missing, we have to find out why they're missing. And in case the people on the boat are in trouble, then we've got to go search for them. Morning, morning. Tight lines, guys.
The starting flare for day one was set to fire at exactly 6 a.m.
Usually the first section, the first half of the first 20 Ks is pretty flat, and then after that it gets very, very rough. You get probably up to even a 1 meter swell. So you need a boat that can cope with that, hence also with a strong motor just to push it through the wave. And then when we get up there, we try and fish as long as we can, and you need a big motor. At the end of the day, when we're coming next to closing time, you need a big motor to also get you back. This boat, we're cruising at about 100 kilometers an hour on the way back. So we can leave as late as we possibly can from our fishing spots. That's the later you can fish, the more the fish you're gonna catch. That's what we think. So we try and get out of there as late as possible. He's so beautiful. So this is a little male in the Gachi River. About 750 grams. Probably coming up to a year old, probably born in the rainy season of last year. So he'd be coming in here and waiting for all the females to start coming up the river out of the lake. They'll be starting as soon as the rains start falling, they'll be coming down into the rivers and then breeding. And he'll be waiting for those females to come. Like a beautiful tail, eh? Check that tail. You know, it's just so designed for speed and for attack, and the big dorsals for guidance and direction. They are, yeah. He's just built for attack and speed. Traditionally, we'll use tiger fillets. We'll use bream also, is very, very good, and kapenta. The kapenta, probably the tiger's staple diet in the lake. They are predating more on bream these days because the bream population is so good. But yeah, kapenta is always good for tiger.
We're seeing fishing camps using the old traditional nets, having a sustainable way of going forward rather than those guys with the twine nets coming and making a killing for a few short years and then leaving those twine nets in the trees and killing birds and all kinds of things for years to come, you know. So yeah, well done to the anti-poaching guys.
I think the financial implications certainly are very big for a small community like Kariba. It brings in a lot of income over that short period. I think a lot of the fish that does come in is also donated to the orphanage, which is a very good gesture.
Yeah, most of the teams, of the top teams, are on catch and release this year, but a few of the fish that do go into the Way do go through national parks and they do a proper analysis on them.
Catfit does a lot. You can see there that they're sharing sweets, you know, they take care of orphans. There is a lot of contribution through boating activities. As you look now, we have got a tiger fish tournament where we have a lot of people coming in. And you know, we have got about 15 teams, foreign teams there. So Catfit is doing a lot to the community.
Catfit 2021!
After a long day out on the water, the 4:30 cutoff time for day one drew closer. The teams made their way back to the Way Bay to validify their catches. While most teams were on catch and release this year, KeepNet, the app used to verify catches, were kept busy as they scored through the results for day one. The teams hurried back before the gates were locked at 4:30. With the Way Bay quickly filling up, the teams gathered round, eager to see the results of day one.
I will call up the teams to the main podium, then on the videos we'll play the fish that they caught and all the data that we've got, how many fish they caught, the weights, the angler, etc. will be on the screen.
Hampers, prizes and giveaways were up for grabs, courtesy of the sponsors for KitFit 2021.
We're sponsoring the tracking of all boats that are taking part in the tournament. We're putting these mobile trackers. These are self-powered units, and with that we can track the progression of the race, where each boat is. They're not going to the forbidden areas. We're proud sponsors of KitFit. We've been sponsoring for quite a number of years now.
The total distance covered by all you anglers in your boats today was 10,276 kilometers. It's 10,276 kilometers. The maximum distance by one boat, I won't mention which one it was, they did 269 kilometers on the lake today. 269. And the maximum speed that we recorded was the Charter B dairyboard boat of 110 kilometers an hour. That was the max speed today.
Vibe's been good. First one in my lifetime. So good to be here. It's not bad, I won't lie. The start line was great this morning. Everyone lining up, sending it. Sunrise was looking good.
6.15 kgs. Craig, tell us how it went today and how did you hook this thing?
It was pretty hard. We spun all of our fish today. Got a 6.15 on a spinner around an antle in the Umi. So otherwise it was pretty hard. It wasn't easy today at all. It was a nice day to get a good fish on the board.
The results for day one were locked in and the Way Bay was closed.
We fished badly though, lost a couple of nice fish, so we only ended up with the small ones.
And strategy tomorrow, going to do pretty much same, or are you going to change anything up?
We'll do the same again.
Good evening, be safe and enjoy yourselves. See you all tomorrow.
With the results of day one firmly on the board, the competition was heating up as the teams made their way to the start line for day two. It was a perfect day out. The glassy waters on the lake made it easier for anglers to get to their secret fishing spots. And with a bit of luck, a fortunate few would be reeling in some prize winners. But some unlucky anglers kept hooking pesky species. Oh no, not another vundu.
Oh yeah, don't let him pull you in.
Everyone wants to win, I suppose, at the end of the day. But it would be very special because it is an exceptionally tough competition, you know. And I think whilst you need to know what you're doing, there's a lot of skill involved. Just getting that fish to the boat, and I suppose then a lot of luck too. Fish on.
No, well done. And no snags out there today?
No, plenty of snags. But we'll do fines tonight.
So there are fines. What kind of fines do you do?
Hosepipe.
But often we'll use a much smaller spinner with a little bit of fillet. Fresh tiger fillet. Short trace. And yeah. Oh! Something. Hey? What happened? I think I got his hat. How's that for angling, eh? Think, how's that for angling, Tommy? Are you right there, Mark? Well, I tell you what, that's a shambok. That's a hiding tonight.
It's the annual event of our year. Eh? We love it. Eh? We come here, we spend 10 days on the lake, we look for the fish, we catch a lot of fish. A lot more fish during practice than actually during the tournament. So it's also good fishing for us. You know, if we don't catch during the tournament, we've had a very good time. So we don't mind. It's being out here and being with mates. And you know, this tournament, it's got so much tradition, and it's in such a nice place. You know, Kariba is just an absolute gem, and the conditions are always nice. It's hot. It's just good for fish. Eh? This lake is very, very healthy for fish, so we get a lot of fish, and it's just good banter, and just being away from town. Eh? It's very lekker.
It was neck and neck as the final day of the tournament came. At this point, it was anyone's to win.
Yes, fish on. Fish on.
We
weighed in 11 fish, 16 points, so we're holding our breath for top 10. Thank you.
That's the hog. Solo with the hog.
8.99.
Teams raced back to the Way Bay for the last time on this 60th anniversary Kariba Invitational Tiger Fishing Tournament. Just in time for the prize-giving ceremony. Collectively, there were 699 tiger fish caught, with a net weight of 1,388 kgs, with the biggest reeling in at 8.97 kgs, going to Talent Baru.
Total distance traveled today, 10,111 kilometers. 10,111 kilometers. Maximum distance by any one boat, 221 k's. That's quite a long way, nearly back to Harare. With a maximum speed, I believe it's the same boat again today as yesterday, 111 kilometers an hour.
1.035. Whoa! You girls are just there, hey?
Seeing everybody enjoy themselves after captain's meeting is always great, and that is pleasing. And the whole idea is for everybody to have fun at some level, whether it be during the day or the evening.
So I think everyone enjoyed this tournament. It really was a good break to get away from all the chaos that's going on. To Rod and his team, thanks very much. Organizing all this stuff during COVID regulations, I know it's very difficult, it can't be easy. So on behalf of all the anglers, we do appreciate that. Thank you.
The Way Bay gates were closed for the final time of the competition. The time had come to announce the winners of the 60th Kariba Invitational Tiger Fish Tournament.
In third place, Charter B Dairy Board. In second place, with 81.50 kgs, team number 9, Fins with Razor Jaw. Our winners for Kidfit 2021, our 60th anniversary. Also winners of the Catch and Release Trophy on 57 fish, weighing 123.59 kgs. They win the Dryden Trophy for the highest score for a team, the ARW Stumbles Trophy for the winning Zimbabwean highest team, Charter X Petroleum. Whole lot of goodies for you as well, compliments of DHL. And thank you to Agribus as well for a whole lot of goodies. Take a bag each. And your trophy for Catch and Release. Well done. Congratulations.
It's a great feeling. It's been a while. We worked hard, and yes, we finally did it.